The art of continuous improvement. Happy Christmas Eve, happy holidays, etc., etc. Merry wishes of the season, whatever you wish me to say. This will date this podcast, that's for sure. Is Christmas nearly? Santa's coming tonight. Are you excited? I am. Although he doesn't seem to visit me anymore. Maybe it's because he doesn't know I'm in Canada. Maybe I should say, how do you get in touch? Or is it too late? Anyway, I'll let you know. I'll let you know if he finally finds me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, who am I? Oh gosh, don't you even know that? I'm John Buck. This is a Marketing for Owners podcast, and we are Monday to Friday, all year long. I'll be here with a special message tomorrow, just in case you're sick and tired of talking to the rest of the family. But this is Marketing for Owners podcast. We talk about marketing, making life easier, doing the stuff that everyone else does that works, etc., etc. Small snippets, just 10 minutes, not going to take long. But what I want to talk about is the art of continuous improvement. In my business, one thing I've learned is that you have to get started. You have to start somewhere. Everybody does. So if you start, we in my business call that good enough for now. What's the other step up from that? Is better. So we have good enough for now and better. Now, this is a continuous improvement program. And it's a great way to think of life. Now, don't get me wrong here. This is very, very different from never being satisfied. But if you stand still, if you decide that everything is done, doesn't need to get better, it cannot get better, you are in effect going backwards. If you put $100 in a bank account, in 10 years' time, you may have $100, but it's not worth the same that $100 was worth 10 years ago. It's worth less, in effect, due to inflation. When Apple brought out the iPhone, we all went, oh, wow, an iPhone, the future. But last time I checked, I had one of those, then had an iPhone 4, then an iPhone 5. Now I've got an iPhone 6. Because they didn't think, wow, that's done, look at this. Look what happened to BlackBerry, eh? They continuously improve, and that enables them to keep up with the Samsung Galaxies of the world. And it's the same with everything. And you can do this in your business, in your marketing, and in your writing, in your blog. What you need to do is to have something to measure everything by. So if you can find simple measurements, then you can find a way to better that. If you have a measurement and you call it a standard, so for example, take a blog post. If you write a blog post, you can analyze through your Google Analytics, because if you set it up properly, you will have Google Analytics. If you haven't got Google Analytics on your website, oh, naughty step for you. It's free, it's dead easy to do. Get in touch with me, I'll put you in the right direction. I'll even show you people who can do it for you for $5. Or show you how to do it yourself. But you can analyze your statistics and you can see how many people read that post. Now, you can take an average of how many people read your post. For example, say it's 100. Then why not try to beat it? Think, how can I improve it? Maybe a better headline, maybe a better introductory paragraph to get their interest. Maybe I need more images. Maybe I need more paragraph breaks to make it easier to read. Maybe I need more subheaders to break it up. Maybe I need more bullet points. You can add these in and then measure it again after a while and see if the average goes up to 110 readers. There are other things. Numbers, by the way, don't get carried away with numbers. Things like getting social media followers, Twitter, Facebook page likes and all that. It's not always a numbers game with some things, it's engagement. But getting people to read your post, that's good, that's action. But everything in business can be improved. Now, business is made up of many faceted parts. There are So many systems, so many ways that things are done. You can't improve everything all of the time. So perhaps decide for yourself, what are the most important areas of your business? Which parts of your business have significance to the growth? So for example, I don't know. So for instance, if you have a system for who washes up the mugs at the end of the day, who loads up the dishwasher, who washes up the mugs and makes sure they're all clean for the morning, I'm sure you can improve the system, but I doubt that it's going to improve the overall business. Whereas improving click-through rates in emails, or the response to telephone answering, telephone questions and things, or the response to surveys, things like that are all probably going to have a better effect. And the way you package things, you can look at everything, but improve it. Look at everything. Don't think that's great. Never needs to be better. It's a great way to be in life. But make sure everyone else is involved, by the way. Don't go and pick on the guys or the girls in the warehouse who are doing the packaging and stand there and watch them and say, it's okay, but you ought to do it like this. Talk to them, involve them. Explain your theories, explain why continuous improvement is good for everybody. Explain how, when a company improves, their position improves, their job security, the chances of pay rises, the ease of their work improves, and ways that this can be helped is by improving their little department. So say to them, set them a goal. Say, you've been packaging things this way, fantastic. Any idea how it can be done better? Can we cut down on packaging? Can we make more use of environmentally friendly packaging? What do you think we can do? Can I leave it with you? Can I come back in a couple of days and talk to you again and listen to your ideas? That way, you're not telling them what to do. You're allowing them to come up with a theory. When you go back, they will flood you with ideas, and then ask them, which do they think is best? If you're not entirely convinced, allow them to prove it, allow them to run with it, and then talk about it a couple of weeks later. Say, okay guys, go with that. I'll come back in a couple of weeks. Let's see how we get on and see if you think that's better. Allow people to do the improvement for you. This is not all about you. Okay? Something to think about on this joyous Christmas Eve. It is also a Thursday. I know, you know that. Which means Drive Time Podcast. Today we're going to recommend the wonderful Nathalie Lussier. Now, if you want to know how Nathalie Lussier is spelt, her last name is Lussier, pronounced in the French way. But if you can Google it, or if you go to marketingforowners.com/podcast/279, you'll find a full transcription of all my words and wisdom, you might say, all written up, and the links to her thing. But her podcast is called Off the Charts Business Podcast. Now, Nathalie is very experienced. She's got some great products. She's a fantastic story. I just recommend that you go to her blog, look up anything about her and read her whole story. She publishes a podcast every couple of days or so, and they are from 3 minutes to 10 minutes. So they're the ones I like, the short, digestible chunks. But she'll be having a break at some point, or maybe she's batched them because she's having a little addition to her family soon. But Nathalie is lovely. Like I said, she has started from nothing, developed into a sizable business. Go hear her story. It's great. And I will see you tomorrow, but have a wonderful Christmas Eve. Don't forget to get to bed early, otherwise Santa won't come. And don't give him too many cookies because, stretching out the suit and everything. Speak to you tomorrow.